Dan, where it's like the coleslaw could be finer. I like coleslaw, but not that much.
Who?
Dan.
Dan?
Dan Avidan.
Oh. I don't remember him ever talking about that.
He sung about it. It's probably my favorite lyrics of his. I think we need to set some skills, which we haven't gained any in the past chapter. So I think we're good.
Yeah, because you suck and you can't. What is Lost in Thought?
Something we don't care about. Just the time limit getting going up.
I mean, the last trial.
Yeah.
So equip it.
It costs 3.
Oh, never mind then. Fuck it.
So you only gain SP and skills from getting everyone's affinity up, but you're limited on the amount of infinity, so you're not able to actually get all of them. But in post game, if you're able to talk to everyone, does it count? Like, does it give you the SP and the skills?
I've never done Dangan Academy, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if it gives you all of them, but then like, what's the point? There's no more trials, unless you can do like a new game plus with all the skills equipped.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
So like as soon as you start the first trial, it's like you have a new skill. It's like final skill. As soon as the trial begins, like if you can figure out who to Leon.
That's in the second game. In the little Monokuma things between because the second game splits up the trials because the trials get longer, and there's more to do in the trials. And the first trial it goes, if you know who the killer is, if you figured it out, tell me right now, and you'll get a special reward. If you guess it wrong though, you have to go back to the beginning of the game, delete all your saves. And I was just like, I'm not confident enough.
On a second playthrough, maybe. It's time. Oh, rise! We're on the right mic and everything.
This will
Yep.
be the final class trial. I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the
He has to
loser
stand on
is
the
super
gym things.
exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
But just that one robot.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
Oh, that's what he saw in the message.
I knew it.
You all got the same thing, by the way.
Oh, the picture.
Yeah, not the same picture, but a picture.
This is gonna be an interesting trial.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves...
Oh yeah, and Kyoko doesn't know because she never took the bait.
Oh, it's the picture, but the one person it's shown to isn't in it.
How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Triangle. Thank you.
That's one of my extra seconds.
Like you need it. You have 13 minutes.
Well, I also was in the way, and I figured it would somehow block it.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah.
It was taken on a PSP. They're all individual pictures, including Sakura and Hifumi.
What do you mean?
They're all individual pictures, all placed together. So that's why, like, in each of their own pictures is one person missing.
Here's my question. How does that mean there's one picture like this of everyone missing? Do you know what I mean? Like does Sakura have a picture where it's just her not there? Does Ifumi have a picture where
Possibly.
it's just he not there?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess
you-
for Hifumi's it'd be like someone else in his place. Like that's where Makoto would go or something.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture,
Oh, they're different pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the only one not in it.
Kyoko looks fine, by the way. Just saying.
Still wearing the gloves.
How is Sayaka winning? How is Sakura behind, or she's laughing them?
Probably.
Again, Toko is just in one of her idols.
Yeah. Mukuro doesn't want to participate. And Junko's facing away. Talking to Chihiro of all people.
Yeah,
Oh, and Celeste is way in the background too.
Yeah, still in her normal outfit. I didn't notice that before.
It'd be cool if we get to see all the pictures.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
It's already ripped up, he just has it in pieces. Oh, so it's similar. Genocide Jill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's Genocide Jill, so they must have known about her.
But all their memories were wiped. Junko's like, hey Celeste, you want to murder Ifumi later?
By the way, this is the only game that will refer to her as Genocide Jill. She will always be called Genocide Jack outside of the first game.
Well, Makoto calls her Genocide Jack.
Still.
Yeah, I think so.
I was gonna say, that's how she introduces herself, and...
Does she have... That's Krispy Kreme.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same box from upstairs.
That would be the most spoiler-heavy, like, picture to save.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
You just
In
looked at
each
the
of
other
them-
picture.
In each of them, they're taking, whoever's missing is the one taking the picture, I bet.
on my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So
You're all stupid.
behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
You only haven't seen one.
To trap, to make us each think everyone else was working against us. Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
I don't know why I asked you that. That was pretty obvious.
The only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got,
I thought they were talking about something else that you probably also definitely know. What is what the,
Junko's never, like,
Yeah.
her face is never shown.
and in the picture Hero got, he's the only one that
Chihiro is so fucking cute.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo
Yes,
as well.
please. It's everyone swimming. I didn't get to really look at it!
There's no way you guessed that! There's no fucking way! Did you fart in the
No.
midst of all that?
No, I
smelled
wish.
something.
That's probably from last night.
There's no way you guessed that! Why did you randomly say that then?
Because I just wanted it to happen. Where else would they be? Like the library? Byakuya, like there's 3 people who would actually care about going anywhere else besides like the pool and the track and the donuts. Because Byakuya wouldn't go to the pool, so obviously he would get the picture that he's not in at the pool. Because like Asahina's got to be in the pool, Asahina's got to be eating the donuts. So, like, but Byakuya would never go to the pool, so it would also make sense for that for his.
When we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
It really sucks that they didn't let us look at that one.
They're going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that must be it.
Did it move on automatically?
From the picture, yeah.
listen. Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like
It's probably gonna be Mukuro first.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
There we go.
You can hit one of the buttons to get rid of the text if you want to hit start just so you don't hit the wrong button.
L1.
Yeah.
I was just getting splashed.
Where did she get a fish in the pool?
And how did Fumi get launched that high?
Why is Asahina the only one not in the pool? Also, once again, Sayaka and Kirigiri. Also, Celeste again.
Yeah, just in her.
I'm wondering if
pose.
she was the last one finalized. She's the only one that doesn't have artwork drawn of her. Those are all her in-game sprites.
Is Mukuro on her phone?
Or it's a weapon because she's the ultimate, what is it? Army?
Soldier.
Soldier, yeah. Leon.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo. I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
You're all stupid.
So you think they're fake? No. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But can you really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
Someone say, of course it is.
What do you mean?
Oh,
There's a lot of other evidence. But now the game is gonna play. Alright, Chris. Oh. This one's actually like my favorite because it's easy. Anime. I actually don't know this one.
Do you want me to? Why would you not? It's not the right word to use. I'll give it that. Not remembering something.
Amnesia.
Yeah. That's not the proper term to use for what's happening though. So I don't blame you for being a little confused. Oh, you're gonna hate that in the second game. It's a lot harder. Because it's now you have to match them up coming on different sides of the screen. It comes like this shooter thing.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Where did he even examine? Like, where was he during the final investigation? Clearly nowhere.
We all lost our
Same with
memories?
Toko.
That's just crazy.
Well, thanks to what's her face, we found out that Kirigiri. We found out that that body is without a doubt the one with the mask. That's without a doubt Mukuro.
Yeah.
So I mean, Toko did something useful.
Yeah. Oh god.
I doubt they did group photos
I
twice.
feel like it's the interview DVD.
By the way, if you hold down the square button, you can look at all those that are longer and it won't transition. Not square, the button for the truth bullets.
Yeah.
No, like in the beginning when it shows them all, if you hold it, it won't transition to the next screen until you're done looking.
Haven't lost my memory.
Oh,
Ever since I
you figured it out already, never
Yeah.
mind.
I remember everything that's happened.
Hopefully it won't get blocked. There we go. At least that was easy.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
And there's all the locker stuff as well.
This DVD does the same thing.
You're gonna show us something indecent, are you?
You're an
Worse
idiot.
than that.
It's nothing like that.
Did hers have Genocide Jill, like, giving consent to being in the school in hers? Or did she have to get interviewed twice?
It's a video of all
We didn't see, well, we saw Toko, but it wasn't Genocide Jill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they knew about Genocide Jill, but that photo makes it look like they did.
All of us.
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
From the weirdest angle.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia.
It's not the word I would use, I don't think.
I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me.
I bet what it was is all those photos were taken, like, all of them were taken of them having a good time. They actually spent a while at the academy. And, like, it did seem like paradise. Because, like, all these rooms themselves, like, they have everything they want. And then they were interviewed. It was like, yeah, of course I could stay here forever.
I heard myself say yes.
Just to get consent that they would stay forever.
Well, remember what Makoto said in his interview? It's not like we have a choice. So why do you think it actually...
Maybe after the tragedy.
Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember.
Again, there's one person here who could remember. Who is it, Chris?
Talking to the headmaster about it at all.
Still alive?
Yep. One of the 6 you're seeing.
Toka.
Why?
Because she has two personalities that switch.
And right before the trial, do you remember what they said? She said, "Why are you looking at the body?" And her exact response was, "I don't know. We don't share memories." They've been trying to make it clear to you that that's the case.
So Genocide Jill might be their ticket.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, you can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, because it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Really?
Here, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come. That hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brain?
Foreshadowing.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the
I'll give you a hint. You already guessed it. For fuck's sake. In the not last part, but like 2 parts ago. You're like, oh, so they lost blank, blank, blank. I was just like,
Yeah,
I
the
looked
tragedy and all the years they spent there.
and I just went. And now with the pool, come on, man.
With your original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. Still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
I think it was Hiro. All signs point to him.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
I think it's the control room.
Of course!
Oh yeah, they're hinting at it.
Have to be here somewhere.
That's not proving it.
Doesn't make me so sure. Exactly.
Hey, you were there.
Just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
That was easy.
This whole trial apparently is really easy.
They just want you to enjoy the story.
No question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control it all this time. So there can't be any doubt that the mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
You're about to see it again.
So if the mastermind is in the school,
So what I was trying to get at before is that not that it was the mastermind, but they were using it in different contexts. They were saying that line means this, and it could also mean Makoto's or Kyoko's dad, and like it contextualizes it differently each time it shows it.
Yeah.
They managed to survive all of this.
They're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
It's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Because it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
that's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the...
He's right. What more is there to talk about? If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
My God! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
You better get 500 coins from this.
Hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
What do you think the other wounds are from?
Junko getting stabbed.
They made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if? when we
Wait, this whole story goes over in the span of a few days?
dead for several days.
I guess you do play through every day.
But at least a few days go by in each trial, like each chapter.
So I was gonna say maybe a few weeks at
Yeah.
most. It's always
950 equals 9
it's always
o'clock, remember
really
that.
weird to me that like a bunch of major events can happen in someone's life in such a short amount of time. And what I mean that is like in anime terms. Think about fucking, what is it called? I had an example. What the fuck is that show called? Oh, Ruby. Think about Ruby. You expect me to believe all of Beacon, the fall of Beacon, everything in Volume 4, 5, 6, and 7 happened in 2 years. That's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of major important shit that happened in such a short period of time. And then you're telling me after the show, nothing else happened?
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here. Huh? How do you know that? Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know, you'll go wrong. She denied me. Before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
You already know what to do.
The profile.
What does it say in her thing?
Vitals.
She's never been hit.
That was easy.
Yeah. In her profile, it says that even though she's been in countless battles, she doesn't have any bruises or scars.
She didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered the school, she hasn't sustained a single injury.
Oh, the reason they're not showing Junko's face, I think, is because if Mukuro was disguised as her, she has like the freckles and she has her face, but Junko's real face is something different. So we haven't even seen what Junko looks like.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed him.
As a matter of
I wish more characters got a side game like Toko did. Like, because now I like Toko after like really exploring her character and shit and putting her in a different setting. Whereas I don't really like her in this game. I'm wondering if that could happen with other characters. Like Kyoko, I fucking hate her. She's the worst!
Vegas Stakes, the Celeste edition.
Oh man.
Because in that game, I think you like hire someone to be like your aide, like that takes care of your money and like you call all the time. What if it's just a mod where it's just Celeste instead? That is the only difference.
But if that's what killed her, does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So yeah, you're right. A trial, like someone died, they didn't find the body, and then like several trials went by, and then the body showed up.
Well, it's different than that.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they at least saw her die. I'm talking about, like, if they had a trial where nobody knew what happened to them. They disappeared, and then at the very end of the game, the body is found.
So then, what about the little man?
Because everyone was together when that happened. Everyone knows each other's alibis, but with so much time passing between trial 1 and trial 6, no one's going to have a good testimony. No one's going to remember exactly what they were doing.
Were attacked in your room by
That must have been the real Junko.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The headmaster. What?
Was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally...
There are no fingernails on that picture.
This one?
Yeah. And Mukuro had all the fingernails like that. I think that Junko had.
Oh, yeah, no.
We also, I don't know if we ever saw a tattoo on Junko's hand.
But I was wrong.
I don't remember.
It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Oh. Never mind.
I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
It's also to help you against COVID.
The true identity of the mask.
Bingo.
Mukuro Ikusama. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There's another one that I can show a lot. Very obvious Fenrir tattoo that we don't. Never mind. He just put it together, so now we gotta do it through this. Better be easy.
Hey, Leon.
It's not that. I gotta take someone else's statement. Yeah, there's a lot.
Never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusama.
I mean, that's a wrong statement,
Even without seeing their face,
but I think I gotta take someone else's.
the attacker, we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh?
It's just gonna be this, like, Kyoko's solving it.
Right hand
Would it be that? I'm gonna take it for now.
or the left hand?
Oh, I don't. Would it be in here?
Look at the profile for Mukuro Ikosawa. Go up. Huh. So I think she's standing right there, so I think it's right hand.
Oh, right hand. Okay.
Or could it be the yes?
I'll try it.
You never saw their face, so you can't have any. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusama.
There we go.
So what if you said right and left hand instead? It's like you're still right. There's a tattoo that wasn't there.
Tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
Here we go.
Yeah. It's up like that.
There was no such tattoo.
See, even the pictures are drawn with purpose.
Okay, you got it. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But about Kyoko, it totally could have been her. Uh-oh. No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Look, the gloves are coming off.
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
I don't think we actually get to, or a little bit.
Your hands! Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me. My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Her voice is so much better in this dub than the Funimation dub. Oh
Say
my
it for
god.
anyone.
What?
You can say that for anyone.
Yeah.
Then
Except Bryce.
No, his is better here. Probably better direction.
It probably is better here.
Funimation is...
No doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true...
Resident Evil, like, 1 had way more charming voice acting, and it was probably even better.
Than the remake?
No, than just Funimation.
Oh.
Like, that Chaos Wars game has better voice acting.
I'm just very glad they're not touching Kuroko.
Mm.
On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
But I think, like, Monokuma's the worst drawn character.
Sure, as long as
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
farther into the corner, right? Corner just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown. That's true.
Once they figure out, like, the secret of Mukuro's death, like, that's it. They know who's the mastermind.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
What the hell was that? A burp, but, like, it wasn't audible, so I just blew it.
Uh-oh.
After she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed.
But the plant.
Like your brain.
And then she was being stored.
Oh, the freezer.
Your first guess was the plant?
Yeah, like, because they made a point to talk about the plant, and then it never was brought up again. You know, your gunman.
Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. Your wild gunman's theory.
Mukuro's body
You know, Pomerlo had, or he was chemistry. Never mind.
Shut up, man. Crawford. That hag. That hag.
more. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact,
One thing I'm glad about Dangan 3 is that nobody's a fucking idiot in that game. Like, you don't have to prove that someone standing there isn't dead in the third game.
This turd.
what makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Wow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
He read.
Mukuro's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Fuck you, man.
It's obvious that the mastermind, like, wanted us to figure this out if he was gonna, like, open up all of the rooms.
Doors.
Yeah.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say? Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Talking about unmasking the mastermind?
I would never do that!
Inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Yep.
La la la, I can't hear you. La la.
Guess what you have to do?
Such a
Count.
oh well, just ignore it.
You're my favorite minigame. Against Monokuma.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that What do you think I'm talking about? Your family. Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay? Why are you bringing that up now? Your mom, your dad, your little
I think her little sister's done at the very least. I don't think we'll ever see her again.
family.
Ever.
Are they really as safe as you might assume?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Uh-oh, green.
Your favorite.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Yeah, I have a feeling you'll like this a lot more in the third game. I don't think you have to reload or anything in the third game either.
That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! I'm not listening!
Oh, jeez.
Lights. What are you doing, man?
Oh, damn it.
You could just hit the button to cycle like normal.
Sure about this? That's impossible!
Yeah.
I'm not listening! You should prove it!
That's not really refuting that statement.
Mm.
I'm not listening.
Consistency Yoko's talking about is the lights.
Yeah, back me up, Ifumi.
Right, he fully knocks the poster down on the floor. Sayaka
I choose you.
throws it at Monokuma.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And there's
I wonder why he wouldn't just activate one of the things to throw people off.
I know.
that's where everyone who's died is stored.
Put a body bag with nothing in it in there or something.
Had a body in it. A blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
When I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
You're an idiot. You're a fucking.
10 of the lights should have been on.
If there are 16 students and there are 6 left, it's like a fucking word problem in math class.
Who's died here so far? And it should become clear.
And now you get to reflect.
Mm.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
I'm not gonna even comment. You could leave that alone and never mention it again.
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The masterminds destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
If they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed him. And yet,
Oh, that smells. Oh, that's horrible.
Whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
Well, if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Mondo, come out here! Like, walking butter, like, just comes out.
Including Monokuma's execution, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
Okay.
How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Yeah, that smells.
Uh,
Oh. Same person was killed there. Okay. This kind of phrase weird.
yeah.
The same person was killed twice.
Oh, they're not gonna get straight to Junko. They're gonna think someone else was in the mask and stuff. Like it could have been anyone except Mondo.
Legitimately can't be Mondo. He is now Butter.
But one of the victims may have been murdered. And then murdered again.
But why would it play a body discovery announcement twice? Or unless it was an executed person, because it doesn't play one for them.
But you take Junko, there was never a body discovery announcement. Also, if the Mastermind wanted to, he could just play the announcement.
Yeah, but then Junko, it's because she was executed.
Correct.
So it wouldn't have played a body discovery
Correct.
for that. So yeah, why didn't it play it when it happened?
But still only 9 victims.
Everyone was there.
Yeah, because there's no questioning who killed her. You don't have to go to a trial.
Yeah.
The message is for a class trial, not for a murder or a
Oh.
body discovered. It says a body has been discovered, blah blah blah, class trial.
hmm
Technically, you're right, I guess. Something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
It would have to narrow down to a girl at least.
Sounds like you're already convinced. And can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
That's why the body had to be stored in a biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious, because Kyogo's totally delusional!
But not Makoto, because he has the evidence.
I have the receipts.
Oh, you're not using that. Oh wait,
We might.
yeah.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka?
Oh, is this gonna go through them all?
Junko and Oshima?
I'll try it.
No, you have to take.
Wholeheartedly. So should I take Junko's name?
Yeah.
Are we really get into it now?
Do you think it's supposed to take longer?
Yeah, you said it's a long trial.
Really go.
They just wanted to finally say everyone's names.
Hiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu? Or maybe Sakura Ogami?
He laughed.
No. There's no way everyone was murdered twice.
They're probably gonna think Junko was murdered and then she was murdered again, and that Mukuro is the mastermind. But
You're thinking way too much.
Her fatal injury pretty similar to
There's more to this trial than just figuring out who the mastermind is. Mastermind is like part 1.
oh, okay.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Similarities. Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
let me see if I have this straight.
Show it again.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
I kind of wish it was only 9 because Mondo was butter, not because it was the mastermind.
Just look inside a little container of butter.
It's a little container of frozen butter.
I can't believe it's not Mondo.
One is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. He's still alive.
You're an idiot.
She took Yoko's body. And it made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence. Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
The file did say the body was, like, the identity was unknown, so... But we'll look at the profile. 'Cause I feel like that might be it. Might be that.
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is...
Is it that? 'Cause she says it twice, basically. What? I'm gonna lose. I feel like it's the profile. Here we go. Oh. I'm low on time. Maybe I should have equipped that.
Okay, so that's not how it works.
It's just for each event.
Yeah.
Was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
It's dependent of the amount of things to shoot and the amount of bullets you have. If you have a lot more bullets, it's going to give you a lot more time.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 30.
So what is that? Stomach, waist, chest?
I don't know. When you told me to go back and look at like what they all say when they get there, which I didn't, was it like, Junko, you're shorter than I saw your measurements online?
Oh no, you already brought up what the difference I was going to talk about is.
Everything on her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
I told you not to anyway, because it would have given away too much. Dude, Toko, I'm stupid. I survived. I'm going to another game. She dies at the end of the game, did you know?
Of course, like the last one I checked. Was it really? Like, pretty much.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
I am now in spoiler-free heaven.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure about that.
But don't delay it, Byakuya.
Since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before...
It's like they're not listening.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would have to have been some kind of charade.
I wanted him to say charade.
Yeah, I was waiting for Sherrod.
Just like Entropy.
Did you not?
Didn't they already talk about this? Like the fact that
The hair there looks exactly like it does when she's burnt. Like
Mackenzie's hair from the other day? What are you talking about?
the Muguros, like after the explosion and it's all burnt, it looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
She was dead.
They would have seen the tattoo on her hand.
Didn't we already clarify that she was killed as...
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot.
Wait, didn't we already conclude that Mukuro
Conclusion was a dud.
What?
was killed as Junko and then killed as Mukuro? Didn't we already, like, prove that? Like, we said the same person was killed twice.
Yeah.
So why are they, like, backtracking?
This hasn't been decided just yet. You haven't given up already. Makoto,
Did you hear that? Oh, that hurt.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good. How do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
They're just like being stupid about it.
Opposite direction? Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
What's their contrived word? Replicant.
Again, I thought we already proved this.
No. We didn't prove like a replacement. Replacer.
I thought it was replicant.
We're thinking too Blade Runner.
Yeah, no, we're thinking to near replicant.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else? That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically,
That makes sense why she said this wasn't how it's supposed to happen. She probably set her up just like Celeste did with Hifumi.
And that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
I'm gonna go piss.
Now I wonder if it was only Mukuro there or the entire time we saw her. Probably the entire time.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique? Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. Maybe the whole idea is
I got it. Two of them, they had switched places from the very beginning.
From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying that Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
We already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion. exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
Oh, the fake nails were for the disguise.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time. But she really did use the foundation. Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand.
But couldn't that also mean the same thing if she was attacking Makoto?
Yeah. And it could be anyone else.
So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
That's true. It was quite an elaborate plan, to be sure. Making it look like Mukuro is Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro wanted us to spare. Teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Now I have permission to go back to Hot Topic.
So now you know why that shirt was a spoiler.
Yeah. I just didn't realize it was.
Yeah.
Lost the will to fight back.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean? Afraid. Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko is my secret identity. As if
She's gonna come out disguised as someone else.
Why did you try and protect
As
Junko
Mukuro.
from
It's like makeup on her, the Fenrir tattoo.
It's like poorly drawn.
I tried to protect your identity, when did I do that?
What would be this?
No.
Would be the biolab again?
Okay. So that's the twice, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
During the latest investigation.
Was it interview DVD?
Who didn't you see?
Junko. But he never got to see everyone.
Yeah, because
Monokuma stopped him.
uh-huh.
He said everyone.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
Makoto saw the real Junko. It would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
The whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
Mukuro. Because we didn't see her in it. Again. Yeah, I only look at the bottom because it's like too much to look at. So I don't even
You
wait
don't
for
really
it to see.
need to look at anything else.
Yeah.
One thing I'm noticing though is when it hits 2, it still takes 2 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
That's impossible.
Group photo.
This should prove it.
At least it didn't disappear on us those 2 times. Fucking the third.
The only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Look at his portrait.
I noticed it just a little while ago when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Mukuro's face. I've never seen this woman, not even during the killing game.
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Same again.
Really? I'll never be able to create. I really hope that's on one of the streams.
I know.
Every single picture, don't you think? On top of that, this photo, you can see Mukuro.
It was like a pause. It was like.
So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko.
Yeah, because Mukuro's face adds up to who we saw Junko as.
Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu.
Everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Delivery from Hot Topic.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
By going through everything from the end of the case to... Yeah. So you now know who the
And now we see everyone. In like this style.
I love this art style. I'm not so upset because in 3 it changes the art style for these.
Who is the identity of the fashionista? So would that be Mukuro technically? Maybe this one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Are we gonna do the whole game now?
No, just everything from the beginning of the game to the newest trial.
Oh, okay.
Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body?
In the incinerator.
The incinerator.
This is this. Like, put that there.
Like, I don't know what it is. Just something about this art style that makes, like... Well, we know Mukuro now. Her death looked tragic.
Mm-hmm. Would it be this one or this one? I feel like this. Or let me just read this.
That looks like fleeing. I think you got it backwards.
Yeah.
Because that one looks like it's running away, right?
It's hard to say.
Because that's definitely not running.
Mm. Yeah. I think it might actually be this one.
Oh. Yeah, because that's... Yeah, go back to the other one then. What is the other one's hint?
It might be that.
What is the hint for it?
Oh, attack
Oh.
missile?
Did you
How did
miss
I get
that one?
that? I guess so.
Like, even Genocide Joe looks good in this art style. Especially in that panel you're on now. Let's see if you did it.
You.
It's so nice to see them all.
Mm.
You met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
Nathan said, want some butter? Only if it's Mondo.
Until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the bioreactor using the target.
For some reason I read that as tramp. Using the tramp to carry it out of the garden. Why is he talking about Junko like that? What the fuck?
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Yeah, so I was right.
So she put on her mask and then attacked.
You were wrong. I'm still mad about that, by the way.
What?
I can't have my fucking slime because of you. Fucking prick. Only because I was right and you
What do you
were-
want? What do you want for Christmas more, slime or Banjo-Tooie? They technically own.
You didn't even buy me Banjo-Tooie. You bought me the means to play Banjo-Tooie. I
Honestly,
bought Banjo-Tooie.
It was my plan all along, so I never had to buy it for you. Slime's coming next. Oh, so she didn't actually plan on murdering him. She just wanted him to see the mask.
Huh?
She didn't plan on actually murdering him. She just wanted him to see the mask.
I think they already established that she was going to kill Makoto and frame Kirigiri.
This was all to make us think the person who attacked her and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining.
Look at his hair in that top left.
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
I'm surprised Toko didn't die from that.
Whoops.
The real Junko and Oshima. That's the whole story.
So here's the thing about Junko, by the way.
What do you have to say?
There's two spots that she's going to appear in your heart as a character. Your favorite or your least favorite. There is no in between.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally reveal.
Nathan said, sorry, I don't have butter, so I have this. The glizzy. I have no idea what that is, man. Is that a hot dog? Looks like a hot dog.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more.
Now it's the mystery of the school. Oop.
So what throws me off is it's just the blue eyes and no freckles, right?
Yeah, and a different outfit. This is why you're talking about least favorite.
Okay, so just keep going, you'll see. Also, she is voiced by, you'll hate her in the Funimation dub, she's voiced by Jamie Marchi in the Funimation dub. Her doing this kind of voice.
The one's in the ceiling.
It happens. Oh, thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm
Nathan said, yeah, I don't know, I'm just bored. And then he also said, I have no idea what's happening, but okay. Yeah.
You're just seeing the spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know? Face! Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
That sounds grotesque.
Yeah, Charles are kind
This
of
line throws me off. Like, of course it's not. Where would they have seen her? No. You even brought it up earlier.
Before. Online.
Yeah. So, I get it now. It's because she doesn't have freckles. I didn't get that was they were trying to get to. But the beginning lines, in the beginning, they're not going to bring this up, so don't worry. But Makoto says to Junko, or who we now know is Mukuro, he's like, oh, all your pictures, I don't remember you ever having freckles. She's like, that's all Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what the line I was trying to get you to read when I told you. But then I was like, if he reads that, he's going to know that it wasn't Junko that was killed, and then...
I remember now.
Nathan said chihuahuas are not cute. No, combining 100 chihuahuas into one giant chihuahua sounds disturbing, though.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
He says it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I don't know why this always confused me then. Because that line has always been like, why did they say that? Why does he say, I've seen you before? Of course he have. Eureka Mitsumaru. Connor busts through the door. What? What YouTube video did Sharky send me?
Just our current stream.
Oh, Corone plays with lightsabers. I'll have to watch that later.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins. I know.
So, also, that's what Mackenzie spoiled when she was listing off the birthday. I don't know if you heard her say that, but she goes, Junko Inoshima, her birthday is this, and she has a twin named Mukuro Ikusawa. And then she's just saying it next to me while she's reading off the birthdays. And I immediately, like, and I looked at you, and you were still advancing text, so I was like, I hope the fuck you didn't hear that.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. Younger sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. Younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate...
Oh, is that the two sides of Monokuma? But one died so early on.
She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored of myself.
You're twins. Why do you have different last names?
Toko, it's time for you to transform.
That again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's you and your dumbass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
If she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
Every reason deeper and darker than the ocean. As if.
Well, I suppose I better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Nathan said, so basically she had just has split personalities. No, she gets bored of herself, so she likes switching things up.
And changing her hair.
Yeah.
I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste. And that's why you switched.
I still don't get it, though. That's like my biggest problem with this first game. Why? Why did she dress up as Mukuro and not just... Why did she dress up as Junko and not just stay as Mukuro?
Mm-hmm.
She could have easily controlled things from the... Oh, because... Never mind.
It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra, unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
It can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following the plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So it changed things just a bit.
It kind of sounds like Jamie here, but I know it's not. Also, the fun thing with the Junko is that her different personalities are sometimes voiced by different people. So I think she has 2 voice actors for this game.
Just as I suspected, when Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what you so hot under the collar?
A new person named Shuichi Saihara is now in the chat talking to our good boy Nathan. Shuichi Saihara is the main character of the 3rd? Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm bad with Japanese names, man.
You're the ultimate despair, you know? questions. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should.
Nathan said, anyway, I have no idea what's happening anymore. Nathan, that's why you don't come to the end of a game. You don't look at the beginning of a game and then look at the end and be like, I get it. It's like watching the first episode of the Soul Society and then watching the last episode of the Soul Society arc and being like, I knew Aizen was going to betray them. You spoiled! Duh! 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 He said, I know.
Junko did pull an Aizen.
Kinda. The only thing she didn't do was fake bad eyesight.
No, she had glasses on.
Yeah, I've been one of her teacher personalities.
That's not true at all. We were twins. How can I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Feeling my precious sister around two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered.
Can you see why I said she's either going to be your favorite or your least favorite yet?
I guess.
I personally like her, but like, I've like even Game Grumps was like, wow, this is super annoying. But also they're super annoying. They're like together, they're the ultimate annoying streamers.
Aaron's like the cockroach of YouTube. He just won't die.
What?
He just won't die.
He's not even that old either. He's like 30s maybe.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, genocide chill is crazy for sure. But this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the meat, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that evening love.
Don't you mean that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow. You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are.
She can't even do the voice.
She just sounds like Genocide Jill.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start floating.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. Then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, but let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Pictures we're taking? And those interviews? This must mean...
I got it. It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
I wish it went on forever.
At least give us a hint.
Like what the Gilda Sunner.
I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
I only know because I remembered he said it.
Yeah.
Try and hit us and kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
This personality switching is not nearly as stupid as what's his name in Yu Yu Hakusho?
Shinsui.
Shinsui. Yeah, that was just bad. It was just poorly executed.
Yeah, also, you don't see half the personalities. More than that. I think you only see 3, right? You see the first one, you see that aggressive guy, and then you see the main one. Yeah, it's like, why bring up 7 personalities if you're never going to see them? And I guess you technically do in a single scene where they're arguing with each other, but, like, that's not the same.
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
This is better voice acting than Funimation.
Oh, wait till you hear. Or do you really want to just watch the Japanese dub when it gets to the future and despair arcs?
I don't know.
That's the anime of before and after. But you can't watch them until you play second game and Ultra Despair Girls. I tried to play it before Ultra Despair Girls and I got spoiled, so... Or watch it, I meant.
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
She sounds like a boring lecture.
I think that's the point.
Yeah. See, at least they do it on purpose. Theme for the motive. Just people they care about.
I got it!
Presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends.
Was Byakuya's whole family bloodline gone? So like he's literally it.
And showed you the result. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
She has fake nails here.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question.
You know, at least they're not going in like a rotation.
Yeah.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
This is a whole recap of the game.
So that was Chihiro. Oh, they're just gonna give you hints for it. Never mind then. I won't say anything.
The past.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time the theme was... Embarrassing memories and secrets! And the whole reason Mondin did what he did was to protect his secret.
Yeah, how did he hold all those with the thumb only on like the first couple?
Relax, relax.
Is that why you're rating this game as 0 out of 10?
I'm returning your copy.
Don't you dare! Like, personally, you get on a plane and you fly to Europe. Did you sell this copy? Yeah, I sold it to a guy on Amazon named Tristan. Why? It's like he just knows.
It's like I sold it to a guy on Amazon named Elvin. What did you just call him? Hang on for a second. I'll be back. Flies back to America. How could you? How could you? Money.
I just think it's hilarious. It's like, yeah, I sold it to a guy named Tristan. Like, he just knows.
This is the 7 deadly sins.
Seek and destroy! Oh yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! So let's kill Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain!
Actually, Hifumi killed Taka.
Her greed led to all kinds of death.
I mean, she led him to it.
Yeah.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
To know his patterns.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks, it's just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
No?
Betrayal. Why she died.
I love that these aren't voice acted.
Shoot!
It's betrayal.
Yeah. Because they're talking specifically the motives. He didn't blackmail Sakura because he straight up told them.
Mm.
Precisely. You see,
I think her personality thing is just because she's a model and she has to pose in different like emotions and stuff.
came afterwards.
I thought she was a robot when I first played it.
It looks like you
And Monokuma was real.
correctly. How painful delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal. These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
I'm sure that's true.
Hell humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water,
It's called
air,
COVID-19.
and all growth in living
Bingo.
The seed of despair also needs nourishment.
Yeah, Texas.
And that nourishment is
No, sorry. Thanks, Slaves!
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mitch.
What?
I thought you were talking about Mitch.
No, he's just victim to the seed of despair because he chose to move there.
Jesus.
But if he stayed in Florida, they also like to party too, so he was kind of screwed no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm using was because who even knows?
two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Aren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Then I wonder where the tragedy falls into place of
Which
this.
means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us...
Yeah, that's when all the videos happen.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But
She said she was sick of doing the Monokuma voice, and then here she is.
More despair! I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the saving god to you, let me give you a hint.
Yeah, apparently that's like a local, like, New Jersey thing or something like that.
Really? Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
It's now like the year 8075.
The world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? Wanna see what's out there?
Danganronpa 2!
I wanna see too.
It just opens up, he's like, my name is Hajime Hinata. Welcome to Danganronpa 2. Like, it plays the opening and straight into the game. Like, that would be amazing. A game where the sequel happens right after the game's completion.
Like, as soon as it opens up, just credits roll, and it's like, play the second game now. You know? That's like something the Joker or, like, a Nickelodeon villain would do. Oh, yeah, the Joker. It's probably all just from watching the show.
Dangerous. The world is grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
I wish it was still on the TVs back there.
Watching a show of them watching the real world.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it. That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that brain lock whether you live or die. I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no more. Because now it's time for the final blast trial.
Well, we're getting there.
That was a truth bullet?
Yeah, in the morgue.
Bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
Want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing. What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? Nobody can remember anything.
Group photo.
Oh, Kyoko?
Kyoko?
The photo with her dad.
What are you supposed to be remembering?
Come on, bitches, remember or die.
Oh, Genocide Jack, maybe. She remembers. I'm confused.
Yeah, they literally just, I literally asked you, who could remember? You said Genocide Jack, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a truth bullet now. And then you were like, oh, it's probably not that one. Not the one that Tristan just talked about twice in a row.
Alright.
Not about the one about remembering the world outside.
So they gotta show her a dead body.
You guessed the pool, and you didn't guess that. Like, go fuck yourself.
Actually, she might remember. The other two. Genocide Jack. Two of them share certain kinds of knowledge. Their memories are linked, right?
See, their memories are separate. Then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
Just didn't want to tell anyone.
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Coco, you're the only one we can rely on.
That's all she needed to hear.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough. Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Oh yeah, she never met Junko.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, she would have if she remembers.
Mm. Maybe this is what caused Genocide Jill to exist.
Well,
Probably
does
not.
it look familiar?
They explain it in another game.
Okay.
Of course it does.
You remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you did lose your memory after all.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. Right?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More important, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Buster? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Tragedy?
Oh, it already happened. Like, the tragedy existed outside of the school.
You remember?
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Explain yourself.
So there's no point in broadcasting those.
You know.
Copy that, darling.
Unless people just like watching this at this point if the world's like dead.
Tragic event. They started just calling it the tragedy. It happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat. The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Rose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is so tragic!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey, so, what do you think happened to the Tagami family?
It's like some Undertale stuff.
Well done, peasant.
I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles. So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And say with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us, the avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Tagami family is destined to guide the world.
There is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
I like this one. That's my favorite. Because it swears and it makes me feel good. I hate you.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here. Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right? 2 years ago? Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Peak Academy 2
Yeah, that's
years
right.
ago.
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
Oops.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
You had a clue at some point? Smart, Chris.
With all the photos and stuff.
What if I did this for you?
No, no. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
I like that response. Nope. No.
seriously? This routine again?
You've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible.
So if the tragedy happened a year ago, what was happening after that?
Still happening, probably.
Another killing game? Oh no.
Oh, to prove they've already been at the school.
I could never lose something like that.
This is the same thing again.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything.
Oh, it's...
I've never even gone to a single class.
Could be that.
Just surreal. Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
2 years older than you think you are. That's not a hard math.
So it'd be group. I don't know which one to put it with.
Do you want me to tell you? It's not group photo.
Pocketbook. Notebook.
Notebook is Kyoko's.
E-handbook?
Actually, try locker notebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events. I've never even gone to a single
It would be that.
That was that.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't gone to a single class, so why does he have a locker?
Oh, good point. Is it his? No, it's Kyoko's notebook, though.
And his. Remember, he found Yasuhiro with a...
This.
This is all just
Oh, damn it.
surreal. Plus, how freaking old
Everyone's so...
Everyone's so Connor.
Hell no! That's a I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events. I've never even gone to a single class.
What if it bounced off because technically the purple was still there?
Assault the game. If I just assault...
There's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Is something wrong?
Was a?
Similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt. But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing. No, no way.
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies. It's a one big lie.
I don't want to believe you. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook. Mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
I have a plan for lunch. That way you can have what you want, and you can have what I have. Let's split both the seafood and the steak into one, what is it, surf and turf meal for lunch. I don't know why that just came to me now.
Acknowledge the truth? She's just so desperately
Those fries are probably going straight in the garbage, though. Reheated fries are never good. If she did, I bet she'd eat cereal! I still can't believe you have a guy named Cereal Funeral. That his whole purpose is he goes to funerals while eating a delicious bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you've forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourself to this killing game.
I wonder if staying at Hope's Peak was like a safety thing to them from the outside world. That's why Makoto said we don't really have a choice.
To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were
Actually, never mind. Explaining stuff is
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
what are you talking about?
I think you're almost there.
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
I can't think of any other mysteries you haven't thought of.
How the tragedy even happened, like what caused it.
I don't
directly.
think you learn in this game because that's what the anime is about. The backstory thing, it's like it's to explain all of those events and how these characters and the characters in the second game fit into them.
Hero, what? Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
I feel like the second game is just gonna be this, like happening at the same time.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Or unless nothing gets resolved at the end of this game. So other games could still happen.
That would be really disappointing.
You have hope that the conflict will get resolved, and then
No, you
feel
have
this-
hope that there's a second game if you enjoyed this one.
Or you hope that like these characters will make it out, but then even you feel despair because nothing gets resolved.
Yeah, and then you feel despair because after Danganronpa 3, the creator went out to make a Pokemon shitstorm.
Because like nothing really does, or not many things do that. Where it's just like there isn't a happy ending. Like it's not like, oh, you can find the happiness in
I
it.
kind of like ambiguous
Mm.
more than anything. Like I feel like the end of Bleach, the anime, where it's just like Ichigo's like, oh, I'll continue being a Soul Reaper. Like I like that kind of ending. It's like doesn't mean anything major has to happen in the rest of his life. It just means he's going to keep doing what he's doing. We don't have to see it. Stuff like that I'm fine with. I hate overtly happy endings to a sad story because not every story ends happy. And I hate sad stories to sad endings to a happy story because it usually comes out of left field. Want to know an ending I do like for an anime?
What?
One that's like both sad and happy at the same time is Your Lie in April.
Mm.
It's like she died. Oh shit, am I spoiling? Whatever. She died, but he still made it through.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like a message than anything, but it's not a good ending.
Mm.
What happened?
I got one wrong.
Oh, what did you? Memories.
I guess when you
What-
fainted.
Yeah.
Everyone's lost my memory. I can't think of any time other than today. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, and I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Also, something else I found out about Dangan Academy, like the extra mode, is that it didn't exist in the original version of the game.
Mm.
It only existed when it got ported to the Vita as the 1.2 I don't know, 1.2 reload or 1x2 reload or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It only came there because Danganronpa 2 had a mode like it, and they wanted to make it similar.
Mm-hmm.
So when you play it, it's going to have features from the second game, not from this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the time that was just easier to program.
I assume not much time had passed since I collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years have gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
There is a thing that people say about this whole plot point that I kind of agree with. If 2 years went by, wouldn't they look different? You from 14 to 16, like, wouldn't you notice a change when you wake up and you're like, I don't look the same?
Yeah.
What's with all this hair down there? Like,
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but by that point, you'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you can do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began,
I like that the music like starts going. Ding!
it's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. How about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair? Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
There's really much of a trial, more of her just telling us.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot less gameplay in this trial.
It's literally just her spilling the beans.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
None of which were seen in any of those group photos.
What are you? What do you mean? The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
That was the whole team.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You find this out in both the anime and the second game and Ultra Despair Girls. They don't tell you here.
If I had to describe it,
It's getting to like that point where you think everything's gonna wrap up, but then it just unfolds. And the more just didn't do that right. Because like even on Trails in the Sky did it right. It's like I really thought it was all gonna wrap up. I know there are sequels, but it's like I was expecting it, but then there were like these loose ends that just snuck out. And then the very ending hit, and it's like, oh shit, this is gonna be a whole series now.
I should play that soon.
I will buy it on PSP for like $100 just so we can stream it right away.
Really?
It's
that good?
I don't know where it's falling on the list. Like it's creeping up in like the top 5 for me. And then there's
That's intriguing, especially it being a PSP title.
But on PC, it's just
I mean,
way better.
other than the fact I spoiled it for you by accident.
But not really, because he's not. I'll just say he's not actually a villain.
I was gonna say because I looked it up, and after you were like, "Oh, you just spoiled it," I looked it up, and it said that he is one of the prime antagonists, not the main antagonist. I only picked him because he was like the popular one. Like fans really liked him, so I was like, "Yeah, him." All right, continue the game.
how can I put it?
If I get to use my brain, I'll totally play that game.
Not as much as this though.
Okay.
It balances more gameplay.
It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
I love it.
Taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once.
My thumb's on the share button.
So guess what? To protect everyone,
I knew it! And that's when the video, the interviews happened.
That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
I feel like the headmaster wasn't in on
Do
it.
any of you know who that might have been?
Are they gonna pull something with Kyoko being like her dad left for a good cause and like all that stuff to actually help people? So it's like a Hohenheim thing. Only in Brotherhood, because the original just gonna be like, oh.
So I don't think that's entirely right, because I don't think there's a spoiler. In the anime, he's a headmaster way before any of the tragedy started.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there before this needed to happen.
Yeah. But like it doesn't mean he was necessarily in on the whole killing game. If he wanted to protect all the students.
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, your headmaster put that much faith in you.
It was because we had that same hope. That's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Cool picture.
Hmm?
Cool picture.
I want that as a poster.
It's like a Persona looking thing.
No idea.
But Persona 5 is the greatest game of all time. How could you even bring this? How could you even mention this and that in the same
The
sentence?
fact that
I don't need to play any of the other
anyone.
four.
Do you know anyone that actually believes that?
Max.
Really?
He
Because you've
doesn't-
heard it from Sharky, who's a big Persona guy, being like, "No, it's not. The third one's the best." You've heard it from me, who I've played 3, 4, and 5. I haven't finished 5, but I'm like, I like 4 the best, even though Sharky fucking hates 4. And Connor, who's dabbled in the first 3, but never like finished any. But even he's like, yeah, 5 is the one I dropped first.
Yeah, but Max is just like, you don't need to play any of the first 4. 5 is all you need.
Somebody said, "Not want to be weird. Who is murdered in this trial? Just want to know which one you're on."
This is the end.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It was Mukuro, but that's like not really the point anymore.
He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school.
See, I knew it. The headmaster had nothing to do with this,
It
technically.
was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe. Became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of
I was gonna say, if Junko's in the class trial, there's no other trial it can be.
I just wonder why they would have kept just a single group of students, like 16 out of the entire world, and keep them in a school just for this one killing game when like the entire world was falling.
I don't know if it was planned.
We blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
We trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Spending the last 2 days
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it. Let us. So we could play around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
Oh, it's because they're the ultimates. Duh. I already knew that from the beginning. It's just like, let's take the people who are claimed to be the greatest and just break them down. But now I see how it plays into, like, yeah, getting rid of any hope in the entire world. Like a new generation rising up, and she just wanted to basically destroy it at the root.
Wow. It would seem that there's a little bit left out there. Few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Just because if they win at this game doesn't mean she's just gonna let them out alive.
Well, why don't you tell me?
My favorite, because it's easy. Schizo. Hijack. Just... well.
Oh my
Got a
god!
little,
Got a little trigger happy havoc.
why only 2 letters?
Now I understand.
It was easy! I didn't understand anything.
He still got fucked.
Where'd my soda go?
Hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
But like if the world's destroyed, like there's no one to broadcast to. I'm just saying unless it's like they're in little shelters, like on their little portable TVs and that's what they see.
I don't. The world is not like destroyed.
Uh,
It's like fucked.
Maybe it's just recovered, like, or people are just, you know, in their apartments, scared.
To show the world the murder taking place at this school.
It looks a little like 2020.
Hope.
Yeah.
Whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about.
You know, I bet the creator wanted to make a new Danganronpa game, but like after everything that's happened, he's like, oh shit, a Pokemon game, a bunch of other people riding on a bike together. Because if I make another Danganronpa, people are just gonna sue me. Realize that I predicted things. Oh wait, King Grumps is playing it. Shit! Wait, Brogal is playing
Especially when the second game has diseases in it.
it.
Yeah.
X-Men still predicted it though. They had a whole virus that was wiping out mutants, and the only person who could cure it was Wolverine because of his regenerative cells. So he provided the vaccine.
Isn't that the thing that ended up killing him too? Or was it the
No.
adamantium in his body?
I think it's the adamantium.
Because it like poisoned his blood or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's only a thing in old Logan.
Well, I know it's a thing in the manga, WoW comics. And their solution to that was having Magneto rip the adamantium out of Wolverine's bones. Just think about that.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them. Expels them? I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
It's kind of funny because of my Fate story. It's almost the opposite of this. It's let's move everyone to a small place and then leave only a certain amount of people in the world, like trapped in the rest of the world, to go to this one place and like get in rather than get out. There really are 3 stories in the world, and that's it.
What in the outside world?
And only one composer, according to your mom.
That was funny.
Give it take? You're so full of shit!
Bryce, man. Stop it!
Does it actually save one every time you do that?
Yes.
Yes! I think we should do that as a slideshow. Like, you know, Sharky was saying, like, put Mr. Blue Sky to, like, all the Yakuza ones. I think we should just do it with the entire channel. And that's, like, our best subs. Like, how Game Grumps was the best of March and stuff like that. That's our version of that. Like, we still do the regular
Only
best
for
of, but it's
PS4 games, though.
yeah. So it's like best of screenshot. we do like monthly screenshot compilations or maybe yearly. Because it'd be hilarious. And we'd have to get to Connor's PS4 and this one just to see everything. But doesn't it auto-save screenshots for like every little thing you do? Because I noticed on mine it saved like screenshots for every time I got a trophy.
I don't know.
So it's probably clogged and it's going to be hard, but at least on the Switch mine are like slightly funny. And now you can save video on the Switch as well.
Oh wow, I can't wait till that can't happen anymore.
Sorry.
But I don't think you can do it retroactively. You have to like hold the share button or something.
Which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Yeah, that's why she opened up all the doors.
See, discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
The truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Kiss me.
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Did we murder each other? For nothing?
And think about it. We chose to lock ourselves up here, and then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, I can't look.
Get it, okay? Totally awesome, right? We get it already. Don't help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
As peasant begging for his life. How delightful. We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like. But there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Denial.
You say the world's
Got her to default.
but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now.
Schrodinger's Monty.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth?
What are we gonna do about the 2-player Mario Party 3 stuff?
See for yourself?
You really excited for that, huh?
Not really, but...
Why did you even think about that? Oh, because I said Monty, and then you
Yeah.
thought of Monty Mole, and then you were like, oh wait, we haven't finished Mario Party 3 yet.
Yeah.
What about 2's multiplayer, huh?
It doesn't have specifically 2-player things like Mario Party 3 does.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about this? Blood is rushing to my head.
Even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the one who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you
Killed your own sister.
the right direction.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's all it takes when we start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct.
simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you?
Passing the buck? The hell is that
That'd be
mean?
Puck.
But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Yeah, the PSP is running out of memory on the VMD UMD.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided
Everyone
to
has to
change
get
the
it
order.
right.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope. Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting for.
Even if you don't, you still got the upper hand in all this.
How?
Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
We have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to this outside world.
It's still worth to just get out.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home is gonna dig that at all. So here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment. What? You can't just.
You mean to say you'll execute one of us?
I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
Final death.
Makoto, you're up. Me?
Or is the punishment just staying here and everyone else gets to go?
Well, no, it's kill one of you and the rest live there.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
On the other hand, if you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friend?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko,
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
no one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair. We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
Your stupid life.
Well, at least you saw the real her.
Mm-hmm. There's a proof of Kyoko and the headmaster.
You have to take something.
Oh god.
Yep, that's the thing you have to... skip the rest of those. You have to take hope or else you can't do anything. Not to spoil it, but like, this gets really annoying. You're gonna have to see this more times than you want.
You have to take specific dots. Who do you have to use it on?
Don't worry about who. Just use it. We'll never.
Did you just use it on one of them?
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Week Academy.
Or do I...
Yeah, you can use it.
Just on any of them?
By the way,
Yeah.
the air outside is totally political now. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. I've been thinking about all this.
You have to do it with everyone.
At a time like this, what would Sakura do? We only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? I think that's definitely what she'd say.
Too bad you don't know her at all.
I've made up my mind.
We won't give up.
Well, it doesn't matter.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Week Academy.
You stop time every time.
Just to make sure. Because then it moves too and I can miss.
This place. It's a win. It's moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
There's like the Fire Emblem thing in every game where they all say something about like their reasoning.
That's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is
That's a very gutsy thing to say.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Those stars on the top tell you how long you can stop time.
At least it gets easier every time now because it's going to be later.
By the way,
Oh, they changed their line.
outside is totally clear. The only reason we're okay is thanks to the say whatever you want. I've made my decision. If I die, purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it. I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, I still hate it.
I don't think anything out there could kill her anyway.
Mm.
Would you go against that? Fucking no. You can skip through it. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot about that. Don't skip through it. Don't fucking listen to me.
That would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been living.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
Can't wait to help Byakuya.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
You can't wait to help Byakuya? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I want to see his hopefulness.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might fit into despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't bear in the slightest what
He's totally a tsundere.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Yogami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Yogami family and bring it greater glory than it's
He's gonna fuck the rest of the girls that are still alive here to build his family back up.
Asahina, Toko, and Genocide Jill. All three.
And Kirigiri.
No, she's yours.
Doesn't matter.
You hear that? You know it's real shit when it starts playing the theme song.
For the final girl that's helped us all along. This is the final. We're coming up on time.
Yeah.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Really to advance text still.
I didn't really know him,
No, you don't. Hit R1.
so I
Sure, yeah.
tend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. You would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. If I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you?
I've ascended.
Cool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
'Last one.
God damn it. No, it's coming up on time.
You dare to stand against us? That was a joke. Who are you?
I can't hear the beat. That's what I hate about these. It's not like Mother 3, where there is no meter, you just have to listen to the music and it actually works. But you gotta be like frame perfect. Oh, there we go.
It's like you're not even hitting it on them either. Like their grace period is a lot longer than I thought it was.
Mm.
They just have to be in the circle. It doesn't even need to hit the center.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
It's just one more.
Did I just hit it? Yeah. Didn't even let her finish. Does it probably make me do it again? Time.
What?
Throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
There you go.
500 points, please.
I'm surprised you got an A. You messed up a lot.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote. We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Pull the lever or whatever.
Right? No, I'm kidding.
That's over.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands. anyway.
Totally the best!
Not possible. Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Oh, playing the opening again.
There's one last thing. It's fine.
It can't be.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't get in my way!
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
She's gonna blow up everyone.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Just walks with them.
I wonder if Junko's actually just been hiding out in her own room this whole time. Falls off the chair, hits her head on the desk, that's it. Oh, it's just all of them. So she already became butter.
See?
Mm-hmm.
It just drops on her.
Oh, the beginning.
This is borderline cute right here, by the way, just the way she's smiling and holding him.
So she, like, was intact for the rest of those?
Yes. She's got some thick skin, dude.
Eyeball.
It's weird they made a 3D environment for that one thing.
Mm. What if it just ends there?
I want to buy those. I want to buy a lot of. I want to buy a lot. I want to buy all the outfits of the characters. Just everything. Just give me them.
Is that the front door?
Mm-hmm.
This could be like the end of Jack 1.
Hey, Indeed.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world. In other words,
But
it's true.
Yes.
The voice acting on that laugh, I feel bad for her throat.
Mm. Yeah, he needs to build his family back up. That's his conflict now. That's his ultimate despair.
serious.
I'm predicting that we're not going to know what's on the outside, and the second game is going to take place alongside this game. Junko's going to show up to the end of that one too, and then they don't know what's going to happen beyond that.
You think every game's gonna end the same?
Yeah, they're all going to sync up. It's like the steamed hands, where it's like everything syncs up to when he says steamed hands.
Let me tell you, the end of the second game is so good that it makes this ending look like shit. Like everything in the second game is also written a lot better. I think like after making a game like this, he got a lot better with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have stupid people, yes, but you don't have it. It's a lot harder and everything too. I forget where I was going with that. Oh, but again, if it's not a spoiler, second game takes place after this.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but you'll find out in the very beginning of the game, because that game will reference this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. And if she just showed up at the end of that game too, it kind of would be like just okay. Every game's gonna be the same then, you know.
Mm.
In other words, am I wrong?
Is that the other students in the other games?
You got it.
Oh, also looking up Danganronpa 3, it seems like the only thing it's tied to is a book, and I don't want to have to read a book. Because where I am in the game, they just referenced an event, and I was like, they didn't tell me about that yet, so I looked it up, and it's a part of a book series.
How about that?
Makoto.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, we gotta say goodbye. We may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortune stolen anywhere, anytime. Just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being in no one. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might even be able to pull it off. Sorry about being master in me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It activates the guns on the ceiling.
There's always a possibility.
feel like Junko would activate some despair after being dead. Boop. Another door. 1111. Access denied.
This one opened because Muguro was dead. We didn't really think the order would be this way. Because, you know, the soldiers, like, you know, there's definitely more of a way for her to survive than fashion. That would be some shit. That would be a funny, like, plot thing. It's like, we didn't think she'd die first. There you go, Chris.
I knew it. They weren't going to show us.
Yeah. So, in the time...
the Japanese actors.
In the timeline, Danganronpa 2 and Ultra Despair Girls happens at the same time. Then the anime happens, which is a backstory of all games and the aftermath of those 3 games. And then Danganronpa 3. With some novels, but I'm not going to read them. Oh my god. In my baby book, it was like favorite things at the time. Mom was like, my favorite movie is still Jurassic Park, and Tristan's favorite movie is this. And then it's like favorite books is just like, I don't read. Or it was who has time to read. Final thoughts. I mean, we're not technically done. We still have school days.
Yeah, we'll label the PS videos.
I think I might wait on it, though. I'm going to do some research into how to play it right. Maybe we'll do, like, a game between it.
Yeah. Get back to Mega Man and Street Fighter.
Well, Mega Man and Street Fighter will be doing it at the same time as this anyway. Remember that? It is kind of sad, but, like, I kind of wish it did, like, the Earthbound thing, though, because that's one of the things I liked. We didn't do it because we were streaming, obviously. But you told me at the end of the game, you're like, yeah, now you can go anywhere. Like, before you go, and they'll all have different dialogue based on the end of the game. I'm like, that's cool, because it's like one final, like, lay of the land. I wish they had you do this. It's like, go to all the floors and reminisce. Hifumi died there. Like...
But Earthbound, their dialogue changes throughout the entire game.
Does it? Has anyone gone through and, like, documented everything?
Yeah, because I bought a book on eToys website of the complete transcripts of all 3 games.
Fucking really?
It's all in Japanese.
Fuck!
I did that. I still bought it anyway because it has pictures in it. But it's literally every piece of text in the trilogy. So, like, the Mother 1 book's like this, the Mother 2 one's like that, and the Mother 3 one's like the size of both of them together.
So, here's the hoping. It's almost a definite, there's nothing I can spoil about the second game, or the third game. Junko being the mastermind was the hardest thing to keep just because videos online all the time showing it. Me having to tell you to stop looking at the screens or coming down or whatever. And then me in general thinking you're cheating. Because I was at the point where I was like, there's no way. There's no... And then the swimming thing made me think about it again. I'm like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way he guessed out of all the things in school.
Remember Sharky, that guy's probably drinking, and then he didn't even think he was going to win, so he was just drinking, and then they, like, scared him.
That was amazing. That made me laugh so hard, because, like, he stumbled with it. Not even he thought No Man's Sky would win. So, let's do a little look on our list. Let's see what we should do before doing Dangan. I almost call it Dangan Island. That's the second game's extra mode.
Should we do a short game?
Yeah.
So, Live is not as short as I thought. I'll enjoy it more now that I remember that it's not as short as I thought.
Tekken 2.
Yeah.
Just the arcade modes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's been a while since we've touched Tekken 2. Or Tekken
in
1,
general.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Richard asked us if we even like Tekken, and I told him, it's like, we streamed Tekken 1.
And now we'll stream Tekken 2 right after this! No, we're going to try to beat Mega Man 4. I think we have time. It's only 11:15.
That's a new picture that we didn't see.
Correct. Okay, so you're going to start getting spoiled for Dangan Academy. Remember I told you there's a bath scene where you can stumble them into them in the bath.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pictures like that. Honestly, when I found it online, it looked fake. Like, I didn't think it was... Yeah, like that.
But they're in the courtroom.
That's a new picture, though.
Hmm.
I don't recognize it, at least.
It's like, I can smell the sweat on Hifumi, and I just want to die.
I don't think Hifumi was ever next to Makoto.
I can't remember. He's been gone since half the game.
How did nobody notice it bulge with Chihiro? It's also nice to get to meet some of their family and Ultra Despair Girls. It's like, because you meet like Chihiro's father because of those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in Saika's singing group and all that shit.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school.
Headmaster. So maybe there was a real Monokuma all along in charge, and he was controlling Junko. That'd be interesting. A puppet to the puppet to the puppet.
So, let me tell you right now, in the third game, I have no idea what that is. This ambiguous ending thing. I don't know if it's supposed to lead anywhere. Now you have school mode, and that's what it's referencing.
Mm-hmm.
A what-if simulation. And then, I don't know what's in extras. Event, movie, artwork gallery.
Yeah, let's see what this is. Oh, is this all the pictures?
The cutscenes.
Okay.
Oh no, it is the pictures. It's just of the events, though.
Oh, whoops.
Click it.
I had to buy it.
What? Why?
So I had to...
I wouldn't even bother. Don't
Yeah.
bother. Like
This is only 2.
Yeah. Movie galleries for this is probably just the cutscenes.
There's one missing. Was that the bad ending?
Yeah. So, just to tell you, the bad ending is just the same. The reason I didn't want you doing the bad ending was it's just the same execution that Makoto gets, except with Kyoko. And then it's a game over, and then it shows... You can look it up. It shows a picture of them being like, and then we lived in the school safely after that. And then Asahina with 3 kids. One looks like Byakuya, one looks like Hiro, one looks like Makoto. And then it flashes back, and he's just like, no, I can't let that happen. And then it goes against your choice anyway. So that's the cutscene here. From the demo! I didn't know they'd add that in the real game. There's one at the end you're missing, too.
This is what we came for. Do we have to spend coins on this? Yeah. We have a lot, though. Let's see how many there are.
Probably one for each character.
Which means we have enough, I think, for everyone. Should we just buy them all?
There's differences. That's promo art.
A lot of stuff we could just look up, but it is cool to see it in the game.
I'm glad that they treat Toko and Genocide.
They also...
So, how do they have promotional material of Toko? Sorry, Junko.
Junko Genuine and then Junko and
Oh, by the way, keep going over and you'll see the...
Kenshiro.
Yeah, so... Wait a second.
Full body. Alright, there's a lot. Like, how much? They're all going to cost 3. I don't know if we'll actually have enough.
Who are those characters back there?
Yeah, buy the pixel art.
That was me. Oh, so they have like beta designs in here too. Yeah, rough draft for Monokuma. That's the one where it's like half human, half skeleton. There's a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy them. Except maybe that one.
Well, you're gonna get coins in extra mode too. It's based on how well you are at managing things. Yeah,
So
there
we're
you
back.
go. That's back.
Should we buy them?
Not right now. We might. Maybe we'll do a stream like at the end after we get
Yeah.
like all the coins.
Let's buy the music. That was a sound effect as well. And I'm just gonna go through all this on YouTube.
Okay, so the fun thing is they want you to do this with a Walkman and hook it up to your PSP. Do you notice all the sides? All the characters have Walkmans hooked up. Yeah. Are you gonna go through the music now because you've heard every track, or are you gonna wait till after?
Oh, no, wait.
And School Store, that's you don't even need to touch that.
That's just buying the gifts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit no.
That way
Because,
you keep your coins.
yeah.
And then that's it. There's nothing in options, Chris. Now all we have is school mode. We'll do Tekken 2 and then we'll come back to this game.
Alright.
Alright, you satisfied? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go shit.